What do you do if you light your boss's mustache on fire? I'll be right back. Famed Disney Imagineer Marty Sklar tells a fascinating story in his book, Dream It, Do It. As the story goes, one day Walt Disney walked out of the animation building into the bright California sunshine. As was Walt's habit in those days, he pulled out a cigarette and began to light it. However, his lighter would not ignite. Well, seeing his boss's predicament, Ken Anderson came to the rescue. He pulled out his own lighter and went on to light Walt's cigarette, as well as Walt's mustache. Well, of course, they got Walt put out a fire, but not before most of the animation staff had seen the fiery debacle. Well, as you can imagine, that night, Ken did not sleep very well. He knew that his days were numbered at the Disney studio, and he just kept thinking, who can give me a job? Who would give somebody a job who puts their boss on fire? Well, the next day about noon, Ken's nightmare became reality when he was summoned to Walt's office. Well, after he finished his death march to Walt's office, Walt had a bright smile on his face, and he looked right at Ken and he goes, "Come on, Ken, let's go to lunch." He then went on to lead Ken to the Disney commissary where they broke bread together. You see, by that time, all of the studio had heard about the incident from the day before. Word carries fast, just like it does in our day. Walt knew this, and he knew sure he could take Ken to lunch anywhere, and they would be okay, Walt and Ken together. However, Walt needed to show everybody on the Disney team that they were okay. And so he took him to the Disney cafeteria where all could see the graceful leadership that Walt was exhibiting towards Ken. You see, Walt understood it was just one of those things. And he knew that he needed to put the fences back together, to mend those fences, if you will. You see, Walt's team understood that Walt at times could be very critical and very perfectionistic and very demanding. But they also knew that he loved them. And he also knew that he would go to bat for them no matter the cost. When's the last time we showed graceful leadership to someone in our lives? Just some food for thought. This is Mark Bowser. Thanks for listening.